Previously, I've done a review of the Heavy Hitters H6 in lace. Today, I am reviewing the Heavy Hitters H6 in Velcro. Hello and welcome to Fit to Box channel. I'm Coach Simon, and here on Fit to Box channel I bring you all things boxing equipment. Today is the turn of Heavy Hitters H6 Velcro gloves. As you can see there, the Heavy Hitters H6 Champion in the Velcro, updated. As I say, I did review the lace version about a year ago. They come out at 93.5. I'm going to rate and review these gloves. Okay, so when I first did the H6 original Velcro, I scored them as 87.8, okay? So that was above average. This glove is much improved on that, and I'm going to go through sort of those improvements. It's a leather glove, and as I bring that round you can see, and each time I have a Heavy Hitters glove they improve, they listen to feedback and they improve the gloves, and they're just getting better and better from those earlier reviews that I've done for them. And the reason I keep on sort of putting them on the channel is because I want to acknowledge that improvement, the fact that they listen to feedback, go away, come back, and then their gloves are better. So, cowhide leather, classic in that red, from a distance, almost like you're wearing a pair of Clayto Reyes's. If you have a quick glance in the mirror when you're wearing them, you almost feel like you're wearing Clayto Reyes's. But these are a different glove in terms of how they feel to them, but that sort of oval black and white logo does certainly lend itself to looking like the Clayto Reyes Classic badge. Now these come in, as I say, the lace and the Velcro. Let me just open it up for you, like so. So you can see you've got that rubber badge on there as well, and then bring it that way as well. And these are available in loads of different colours. They're also available in 8 ounce, 10 ounce, 12 ounce, 14 ounce, 16 ounce, which these are, and 18 ounce as well. Okay, now one of the things that happens with these gloves when you go onto the website is you will see that the price, the initial price that comes up is for sort of an 8 ounce glove, and then the price rises as you've got sort of the bigger sizes. This one comes out at $215 US. Okay, the initial sort of price for that 8 ounce is $143. When you put in on there 16 ounce, you do have to plus $72. That means that these are 171 English pounds. Okay, so they've gone up in price, and obviously that will affect the value for money that I'm able to give to these. Of course, you have to incorporate wherever you are in the world, whether or not the price of the shipping and also customs obviously will boost that higher. So let's have a quick look at them. So as you can see, you have got there, you've got a medium to soft glove knuckle, and they are, as you can see, quite thin in density. Okay, now these are more protective than in previous models. Previous models, I had a real issue with how soft it was in this area. They have solved that with the padding that they've now got. I think they could go a little bit firmer even without getting too stiff, but they're still comfortable. They retain their comfortableness, which they've always had because of how soft they've been. But I did have a real problem with the sort of the potential injury that you could have in this area. With this glove, that is now solved. And then let's move it round. So you've got that thumb, and it's a great thumb, correctly positioned thumb attachment there. And that is a one-piece thumb, as you can see. There is there's only 2 holes at the front. I think they could have had some more holes going towards the rear. They are, as you can see, quite big holes as well, so that's good. Let's have a look at that wrist. Again, it's a rubber badge, so there's no rough edges, so that's an improvement. I like the rubber badge over. They used to have like a plasticky type badge, which again was a feedback that I gave to them to say improve that. They have done that. You've also got that 16-ounce indicator on the rear there, and then the Velcro, as I say, not only does it go across there, you've got the H6 there, you've also got a bit at the front there to secure the front of the Velcro, and that goes all the way around like so, and you just simply wrap around and the Velcro finishes up at the rear. Now the only thing that I would say when it comes to the padding at the front is quite thin. The padding at the rear is a little bit thicker, but as you sort of rub your fingers around it, you can feel like a little square block, which might be a piece of rubber just to add to the weight of the gloves. Now the gloves do weigh on weight, and they are both perfect when it comes to a Velcro glove, but if you just rub your sort of fingers there, then you can definitely feel in both gloves there is like a rubber, might not be rubber, but there is definitely a block, a square block that you can feel the edges off, that makes, I would say, makes up the weight of these gloves. So I think they could have done that in a little bit more better way, because you can definitely feel that block there when I rub my fingertips around the corners, and it's like a square block. So just want to point that out. Then let's go on to the face of the glove. In the face of the glove, you've got a soft grip bar, that could be firmer, a little bit more substantial. You've got 16-ounce on the grip bar, which I do like. And also, you've got a little bit of lift here on the outside of that elastic. Again, that could be a little bit neater. In terms of the air holes though, you've got 4 air holes again. Those air holes could be a little bit bigger. Then let's come on to the stitching, and I have to say the stitching on these is really neat, and I do think that these are a well-made glove, as I bring that round and show you. And then let's come on to the lining. Now the lining, very reminiscent of Winnings lining, so they're even the same colour, and that is a great lining in that blue Winning-like lining. The only thing I would say is in there, as you can see, you've got those labels, and those look a little bit cheap, those labels, in comparison with the rest of the glove. So first up, the left glove, 16.2, and the right glove, in Velcro of course, 16.3. So let's have a look at the comfort. So I'll put the first one on, and straight away as I put it on, you can feel what they go with is almost like a cable that your fingers grip onto, like a cable. So that could be a little bit more comfortable. When you're opening up, you can open fine. I don't lose the end when I'm opening, and I can, as you can see, I can get a good level of opening to catch the shots. So I am pleased with that. As I say, that cable that almost is sort of against there, it's not uncomfortable, but on other gloves that are more comfortable, that's covered perhaps with a pad, but it's like the cable goes round there and you grip onto it. So it's got a function, it just needs to be a little bit more comfortable. But in saying that, as I bring the wrist round, okay, you've got a really good fist position there. The thumb is lovely and tucked in. You can open the hands, as I say, totally fine, and a great good punch surface there with a good, nice, strong, secure wrist also. Let's try on the other one. So again, I do like it that these are more protective in that area there. So no risk of any injuries, which is what I thought on previous models. So they've beefed that up in terms of the solidness of the padding, and I think that that is great. That has really brought these gloves on a couple of notches. Again, I'll put these ones on exactly the same in terms of the thumbs. Again, the knuckle, how they feel, both exactly the same. A little bit tight at the front there, but not uncomfortable. So these are a comfortable pair of gloves. When you're sparring, you can catch the shots no problem, okay, and you've got that good fist position also. And also what I really like, there is no sharp edges on that Velcro to scratch your sparring partner, so that's an improvement. On the bag, that really good punch surface really means that you get a good whack when you're on the bags. Okay, so these are going into the Fit to Box middleweight Velcro division, and that is for gloves between 101 English pounds and 200 English pounds, or 121 US dollars to 250 US dollars. I've gone style 93. You know, that oval white and black badge, it's a little bit limiting for them actually, because I can never really think that that badge is going to overtake Clayton Reyes. It is sort of a similar badge to Clayton Reyes, but when it comes to style, they're always going to be almost like a looky-likey of the Reyes badge. I do like that rubber badge at the bottom though on these. So style 93, comfort 94. I've mentioned the areas of comfort that could be improved, but these are a comfortable glove. Durability, I think they're well made. Good stitching 94. Sparring 93, like what they've done when it comes to these as a sparring glove. And bag 95. I think that fist position that you can get with them lends itself to a really good bag glove. And then value for money 93. So this I think is the Achilles heel. 215 US dollars, 171 UK pounds, and that is before you pay any shipping or customs. That obviously brings the score down in my opinion, because 171 English pounds, there's a lot of good gloves, a lot of great gloves, a lot of brilliant gloves that are in that sort of price range. And so I do think for a glove like this, that is a high price point. So overall 93.6, come out as good, but as you know, that is a top end good on my scale. But I think that heavy hitters, they really are improving. I love the way that they listen. If I was sort of sum them up, they are good, solid boxing gloves in terms of what you need them for, whether it's sparring or whether or not it's the bag. The only other thing I would sort of mention in the shape is, as I bring that round, almost like, if I show that, it's almost like that comes out a little. I would say if that tapered in a little bit more to the wrist, that would be better. Same again, if I just show you on this one, it's almost like it bevels out slightly. And then show you the other way as well, probably so you can see. But if that sort of tapered in a little bit to the wrist, I think that would really help with the position of the handle, and also aesthetically look better. So love that they listen to feedback. Great to see year-on-year improvement. I'm going to leave the old scores in, just because there's a video on my channel that correlates to each of them. But obviously this is the latest H6 version in the Velcro. Classic looking, quality lining, they're on weight, they're firmer, better protective padding around those fingers. They're a good leather, they're well made, there's no sharp bits on that rubber badge. Price £171 I think is high for a standard of gloves this standard. Then also as well, I do think those inside labels look a little bit cheap, and also that block, they could do that block, which presumably is to weight the gloves, do that in a better way, a less obvious way, because you can feel it in there. Not on the back of your wrist, but certainly when you've got your fingers and you're just trying to check out the padding at the rear, you can feel what they've done. So I hope you enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe to Fit to Box channel, and I shall speak to you soon.